Hey, Collective and Soul Tribe. Today is December 31st. Today is the last day of the month, okay? Last day of the month, last day of the year. All right, guys? So I hope you guys, had a really good year so far. And again, for those who had challenging times this year or any issues this year, it's okay. I mean, it's easier said than done to say it's okay, but it really is okay because, again, you know, anytime we go through any obstacles or any lessons or any, challenges in our life, it just gives us more wiggle room and freedom to grow as an individual and as a person. It also teaches us a lesson on what we needed to learn within the lesson. And not only that, but the more lessons that we kind of understand or learn, whether this is our own lessons or through other people's lessons, it's still wisdom, it's still growth, and it's still understanding. So even though we've gone through certain challenges, I hope those challenges, there was something in there, like a lesson to learn. And even if it was a really bad situation, I really hope that there was some insight, that you can, maybe dig really deep down within yourself to find the insight within that situation or within that message, right? Like, for example, for some people, if you're at a job situation and maybe you quit your job and, you're struggling to find another job, sometimes you're being rejected because it may not be you. It could be your environment. It could be, the place that you're in. It could be the people that are around you that are, influencing that energy around your environment as well. And for some of you guys, if this is about, friendships, like maybe you guys had friendships that you fell out with this year, sometimes you have to look at things from a different perspective and realize that, when you had met that person at that time, they were okay for you. But as we evolve and as we grow as people, you realize who's for you and who's not for you, whether this is spiritually or not. And a lot of times right now within this year, maybe you guys may have realized that there are certain situations where it was literally against like good versus evil, rich versus poor. And also when it comes to ego versus, humility, there's something about, you guys maybe having to release certain friendships, family, jobs, certain things because of ego, because of, greed, or because of the fact that, people think that they're God themselves and they don't realize that they're not. Okay, as a collective, we learn to be open and honest with every and anybody, even if we look like the bad guy in the end. Speaking your truth is very significant, and you speaking your truth is allowing other people to move forward and speak their truth as well. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into it. But again, like I said, a lot of things could have transpired, this year. And, it could be a lot of, illusions being broken and seeking truth or finding out truth, and also learning more about yourself and kind of moving forward in that energy. So let's just jump right into it, guys. I know I've been babbling on for like maybe 3 minutes, but let's see what messages you guys might need to know when it comes to this personalized deck. And yeah, let's see what you guys might need to know for the end of the year and the end of this month, okay? So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time for December 31st? What do they need to know for December 31st, please? What can you tell them at this time whenever they see this video? What does the collective need to know for December 31st, Spirit? Thank you. So we have marriage proposal or commitment. There's something when it comes to like, whether this is romantic or not, but when it comes to long-term connections, like I said, for some of you guys could have released, like I said, a lot of people, places, and things throughout 2025 this year. And, moving into 2026, there's something about you stepping into a new union. And this new union or love that you guys are stepping into, like I said, whether friendships or romantic or family or whatever, there's something about it being long term, okay? So some of you guys are building long term connections at this time, okay? We have here animals that could be very significant. So when it comes to like you being a teacher or unconditional love or just being connected to the divine or life itself, some of you guys are showing up in this energy, or you guys are seeing signs and synchronicities when it comes to like animals. So this could be like dogs or cats or parrots, but if this is not like in real life, like in your physical life, like you can touch, feel, see, this could be through social media, like on your For You page. So for some of you guys on your For You page, you may be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities with animals, okay? Deep connection to the universe is very significant. Now, some of you guys could have Asian roots or, you know, Asian backgrounds, or this is about you looking into certain Asian cultures that use certain healing spiritual traditions, you know, when it comes to inner work or when it comes to, you know, healing, right? So again, some of you guys could be learning about that or stepping into that energy. We also have 20s to 30s. So when it comes to like self-discovery, maybe you guys have found yourself within your 20s and 30s. For some of you guys, maybe you guys have been helped or assisted when it comes to finding yourself within your 20s and 30s. So again, this could be relationships in early adulthood. Some of you guys could have seen certain things within this age range, and maybe that's where you guys are cutting off or releasing, like I said, people, places, and things where, you know, before, if this is people from the past where you grew up with them or you knew them for a really long time, now you're moving into 2026 where it's not even about how long I known you for. Now it's about how do you treat me? Okay, if I treat you the way that I want to be treated, how are you going to treat me? And that's where you guys are at right now. So this could be about early relationships in your adult life. Like I said, you guys are releasing and letting go, and you guys are being more passionate when it comes to self-discovery. So even working on your own is very significant, like your own business may resonate for some of you. Heated blanket could be very significant when it comes to warmth and emotional nurturing. So you could feel like you're being emotionally nurtured at this time when it comes to the universe, or who the universe puts in your life at this time. Those people that are new in your life, for example, like if you have people you've known in the past, maybe past people are not as nurturing, loving, caring, and more guidant than, you know, the newer people that you meet in your life. And, you know, it's kind of funny because for some of you guys, you may realize that unfortunately not everybody thinks the same way you do. So you may be someone who's very giving and helpful, wanting to see other people grow, wanting to see other people, you know, build, right? And you could be somebody who unfortunately gets the bad end of the stick, where you can meet people where you're helping other people, but then when other people meet you and you need help, it's almost like they're giving you bad advice on purpose, okay? Because they don't know better. So instead of saying like they don't know, or, you know, I want to help you, but let's look at this together, instead they would rather give someone that they knew for a long time bad advice versus someone that they don't know, that they just met, could be giving them solicited advice, and that advice is making more sense and more, you know, connected or divinely guided to the collective, versus when you give advice to someone else versus when you get advice from someone else. So there is something about trusting yourself that's very significant. We have change that's very significant as well. So again, Uranus energy might resonate for some of you. Some of you guys may have certain placements that is connected to Uranus. Okay, so obviously take what resonates with that. But when it comes to being revolutionary, right, rebellious, some of you guys are showing up in this energy where, you know, you guys could be speaking up or fighting for what you truly believe in, right? Antiques may resonate for some of you. So there's something about antiques that could resonate. This could be like a statue or, you know, something that's very old school that you guys have, that, you know, maybe you guys, if you were to sell it, there's something about receiving a lot of money for it, but you guys are not selling it. This could be something that you guys are handing down to other people, like in your family. So if you have kids, you could be handing down an antique to your kids, right? even when it comes to traditions, right? There's certain things about your traditions that you guys are handing down to your kids as well, for example. But when it comes to like being very rare, right? Maybe your guys' energy is rare. Maybe there's not a lot of you that are like you in the collective in your 20s and 30s. So it's really hard to maybe find people to connect with in your 20s and 30s because not everybody maybe goes really deep or goes really within or goes in depth within themselves, and that may be really hard to find at this time. So moving forward, you guys are taking movement, okay? Taking control. Driving on the highway is significant, but you guys are taking control when it comes to your life and who you allow in your energy and how you have boundaries in your energy, okay? Neptune energy is very significant as well. So again, when it comes to like your ideals and intuition, that's significant as well, okay? Good luck is significant for somebody as well. So every time you step into your confidence, every time you step into your empowerment when it comes to even manifestations, you guys are stepping into more of a good luck energy, okay? Good luck starts to come towards you or is attracted to you. So it's basically like you guys are magnetizing good luck. We have North Africa that's very significant at this time. So when it comes to ancient spiritual roots, again, take what resonates. The Middle East is very significant too. So some of you guys could be also connecting with different people from different cultures, okay? Even though we are all different, ethnicities or race, you come from different places, there is something about spiritual traditions and spiritual healing. So for some of you guys that resonate with this, it doesn't matter if you're from different parts of Asia, different parts of Africa, different parts of the Middle East. It's the fact that we are all spiritually coming together and being divinely guided to come together when it comes to us connecting back to our roots. Okay, so connecting back to our roots could be tarot, it could be divination, it could be healing, okay? It could be sound healing, drums. For some of us that are natives, right, or have native heritage, drums are very significant, okay? January is also confirmation when it comes to Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy. So there is something about astrology that's significant because Aquarius talks about astrology. So some of you guys may have Uranus in Aquarius, okay? Or there's something about Aquarius placements. Some of you guys are stepping into a new abundance when it comes to independence, okay? So right now you guys are grounding yourself so that when we get deeper into Capricorn season, because we just started Capricorn season like, a few days ago, right? So as we get deeper into Capricorn season, there's something about you guys being persistent and hardworking, but it's showing up in this Aquarius energy where, social media could be significant when it comes to, the community or, when it comes to divination, seeing change when it comes to astrology. So while we were preparing as the collective when it comes to divination, spell work, magic, whatever the case may be for everybody, because everyone's different, right? And connecting to our roots and ancestors, we were ahead of the time, okay? We were innovators, so we are ahead of our time. And there's something about, January and February where, you guys could be seeing a shift coming in, okay? So whatever this shift is, some of you guys are following your heart, okay? Your dreams, your goals, right? That's confirmation as well. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time for December 31st? Thank you. Late nights are very significant. So again, your intuition is heightened at this time. And like I said, social media at the bottom of the deck, that's confirmation. Okay, so something to do with you guys posting on social media, something to do with you putting yourself out there on social media. So despite any challenges or obstacles that you could have went through, or if someone was trying to throw evil eye or throw negativity on your platform or on what you're trying to build, there's something about that changing, okay? There's something about it not working out for the other person, but working out for you, okay? Because you're divinely guided, you're protected, okay? You're meant to do this kind of work for whoever's resonating with this message. We have the 12th, that's very significant. So again, it is December 31st. So again, December is is very significant, or January 12th might resonate for somebody as well. Okay, initials I could be very significant. So when it comes to the I, even the initials D, okay, ID could be very significant. So maybe showing your ID may resonate for some of you guys, but ID, when it comes to your identification, you know, you guys are showing up in your own identity, okay? Showing up in your own self, your own perseverance. 21, okay? So 1221 is very significant. You guys could be seeing like 1212 or 1221 or 2121 or 2112, okay? But those could be angel numbers that you guys could be seeing as well. Take what resonates. Okay, I'm going to get some channeled messages, see what shows up. Okay, so again, like I said, let's see what shows up in the channeled messages, okay? So the eyes never lie, okay? So there's something about, you know, windows, eyes are the windows to the soul, okay? Being sincere is very significant. And also when it comes to silent confession. So there is something about truth and honesty. You guys could be finding out the truth about something, okay? Or there's something that's coming up in your energy where someone could be speaking their truth. But are you single? Wanted to show up, okay? So take what resonates with that. And then we also have here Libra placements. So this is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And then we have becoming a hairdresser, okay? Now, for some of you guys, if you don't do hair, but this may resonate if you do hair, but if you don't, there is something about this energy where, you know, when it comes to you being very artistic, your creativity, the way that you listen to people, and also the way that you're very empathic. Some of you guys are very good at listening to what your clients want and need. And also when it comes to what your clients, like understanding your clients is very significant as well. So something could be happening in the next 4 hours. And then we also have Tuesday. So Tuesday could be very significant as well. Maybe you guys are finding out something in the next 4 hours about, you know, something happening on Tuesday, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But again, Toronto could be very significant as well. And right now, with it being the 31st, some of you guys could be going out for New Year's. So maybe your ID could be very significant. Maybe you need ID wherever you're going. If you're traveling or you're just taking, you know, time away from somewhere, maybe ID is significant. But communication could be very significant too. Take what resonates with that. Or even just when it comes to being adaptable. Some of you guys are, you know, adapting when it comes to your communication, okay? Being able to communicate differently, or, you know, understand people from a different level, right? So right now we have cool air on skin. So this is about renewal, reset, and refresh. So some of you guys could be, you know, stepping, like I said, into a renewal, or there's something that's renewing for you, okay? Maybe you guys are renewing your ID, or maybe you guys are changing your identity or who you are, okay? Masks are very significant as well when it comes to protecting your identity and who you are as well. So again, take what resonates with that, okay? Sacred anger, yeah, boundaries. So again, protection, okay, truth, something to do with you speaking your truth, or, you know, finding out the truth. But you guys are protecting yourself and grounding yourself at this time, okay? Some of you guys, when it comes to your foundations, you guys are rooted in your foundations at this time, okay? So take what resonates with that. We also have shadow movement. So again, spirit presence or intuition, like I said, seen or unseen forces, and spiritual, yes, shiver, confirmation, alignment, okay? So there is something about you being in alignment, okay? And there is something about someone in your energy where you guys could be, I don't know what it is, but you guys could be like removing yourself from this person's energy, because maybe you realize that there's boundaries that need to be have, or you need to protect your energy. And grounding is what's happening right now, where you guys could be grounding yourself. So if you're not going out for like New Year's like everybody else, instead of going out for New Year's, you guys could be grounding yourself, okay? Chiron energy. So you guys could be healing at this time or transforming yourself. Now, for some of you guys, this could be about gifts, okay? Abundance, growth, okay? Take what resonates with that. Even luck, okay? Luck being on your side. I'm going to get one more card. Spirit, what other messages do you have? One more card for the collective. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have here fall, okay? Some of you guys could have let go something, someone, a group of people, whatever it is. But again, you guys are letting go and going through transitions at this time. Like I said, we closed out fall season. Now we're in winter, you know, solstice. So the winter solstice is very significant when it comes to what you needed to release and what you needed to let go. But truth and clarity is very significant when it comes to you understanding, you know, the energies right now, you understanding, you know, you taking movement and having luck no matter what it is that you go through or no matter where you are on your journey. But Aquarius again, okay? And we have January. So double confirmation with Aquarius energy, making movement, travel, okay? And also when it comes to vitality, creation, okay? So what you're creating at this time could be shining, or you could be shining light for a lot of people with your creativity, okay? So that could be confirmation for the collective, right? So let's see what else shows up before I get charms and end this message. And I just saw 2112 on the timer not too long ago. Okay, so that's confirmation. So let's see what else shows up. So Spirit, what other messages? Thank you. Okay, so we have Europe. That's very significant, especially when it comes to like differences with world views. That could be confirmation. But when it comes to like ideas and having diversity, this is about your creativity. So unity through differences could be very significant when it comes to Europe. Hawks may be very significant when it comes to messengers. So even when it comes to like you receiving insight, this could be about perspection, or even when it comes to you having sharp sight. Okay, third eye intuition is very significant, and focus. Okay, India also could be very significant when it comes to spiritual depth, devotion, karma, and resilience. So there's something about karma working in your guys' favor, receiving your karma, which is good karma, because what you put out is what you get back. And that could be confirmation as well. 2222 on the timer. Okay, so the last crystals and charms and things that we have here, we have sunflowers. Okay, sunflowers are very significant at this time. We also have sheep. Okay, so not following what other people are doing. Okay, stepping into your own vitality. Okay, intuition is very significant. So following the beat of your own drum can, you know, be confirmation for somebody. But we also have mermaids. Okay, being very mystical. Okay, so mermaids are very significant at this time. Okay, being close to water may be very significant, especially when it comes to deep intuition. Maybe you guys are very in depth with your intuition and the way you communicate. The star is also significant when it comes to stepping into your purpose, stepping into your freedom, your light, right? And shining your light onto other people also. When it comes to star seed energy, that's also confirmation. But we have turtles as well. So when it comes to you stepping into your light, it's taking it you know, step by step, taking it day by day, and taking it by, you know, each lesson as you go along, right? And that could be confirmation for some of you as well. Okay, but I'm going to end it here again. Thank you guys for, again, following me throughout this whole entire year. For those who followed me from the beginning to the end, for those who just started following me, I appreciate you guys, you know, following me on my path and what I'm building at this time when it comes to my channel. You know, I appreciate the love, the support that you guys have been giving to me at this moment, whether I I make money off of this or not. It's just being able to connect with you guys on a really deep level and being able to share, the messages with you guys and not be selfish and, hold the messages for myself. It's nice to know that I'm able to share these messages with you guys and, whether they resonate or not, there's still something that you can, take away from that. So I appreciate you guys and I hope you guys have fun. Enjoy your new year and I'll see you guys in 2026. Okay, so look out for messages for the first and the second, and I will see you guys in the new year. All right, guys, have a great new year. Enjoy your guys' time. Have fun. Be safe. If you're staying home, still, enjoy your time, enjoy your solitude, but again, have discernment and protect yourselves. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Have a great time. Enjoy yourselves, and thank you once again. All right, guys, and if you guys want to book a reading in the new year, you guys can do that as well. For those who are interested in booking a reading and wanting to go more in depth and dive deeper within yourself. All right, guys, love you guys and have a good one. Bye.